Dean, the stock market is in free fall right now. It's
Uh,
free falling.
no bueno.
No bueno. And I want to ask sort of a out there question. I think that there are three major 1/6 companies at the moment. Maybe four, I guess if you count Sideshow, but I don't.
Star Ace and then the rest.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's go.
Hot Toys, InArt, and JND, I think are the three top dogs. And if those companies were stocks, I'm curious what you guys think right now this year. Would they be trending upwards, downwards, or just nice and even? Hot Toys obviously been releasing a lot of crazy stuff. J&D has, well, they've been J&D, and InArt has, been pretty good. Dean, what do you think? What do you think their stocks would look like right now?
I think Hot Toys stocks will be going up because, like you said, they've been releasing figures at a decent rate. They've also been announcing great figures at a really good rate. So it's got people excited. I feel like their stocks will be up. InArt, I feel like would be trending downwards as much as,
Okay.
their products as much as I've liked them.
Yeah.
They're just not getting into people's hands. And they
Yeah.
keep announcing shit, and it's like, okay, but when am I realistically ever going to see this? So I feel like that's got a lot of people like, kind of not really fucking with InArt right now. At J&D, I don't think anybody would.
Fire sale.
Yeah,
There you go.
100%.
All right. Good answer. Marco, what are we thinking? Stocks.
Yeah, so Hot
Stocks,
Toys,
okay.
solid blue chip stock. Those that believed in it have rode out the storm. It's really paying off right now. So I would say trending upwards. They've been on a roll recently. InArt, I'm going to agree with Dean that they're probably on a downward trajectory, but I will say, those with faith will be rewarded eventually. I'm still a believer in InArt. Obviously, we keep saying control the messaging. They keep, making weird decisions. But at the end of the day, I think that they're going to, continue to they'll be on an upswing, but right now they're going down. And I would say J&D is probably like a Dogecoin, where it's definitely a pyramid scheme. You definitely don't want to be the last person out on
allegedly.
it. Yeah, allegedly. And so, yeah.
My
it's
Doge is still worth pretty good money.
Yeah, we bought that
Yeah,
like
so-
0.00025.
There you go. So if you invested at the right time, great. But definitely sell when you
Let's fucking
can.
go. Go
And don't
bees,
be
baby.
Ben Thomas, and
Go
don't
bees.
end up buying a Joker from J&D, that's for sure. So I would say their stock is definitely bottoming out, soon to be non-existent, if I could put my finger on that.
There you go. Eddie.
Vito.
Okay, Eddie doesn't know what stocks are.
This is the
Bad-
dumbest. I don't want to be a dick. I hate these questions, bro.
You hate-
Hot
Eddie.
Toys is great. InArt's doing pretty good. J&D sucks. Who else? Everybody else, shit the
Yeah,
bed.
there
Iconic,
we
shit
go.
the bed.
Love it.
3
Love
zeros,
it.
okay.
love
Spend
it.
money.
Shit the
Bye,
bed,
bye, bye.
that famous stock term.
There we go. Badfish.
Yeah, Hot Toys definitely up. I mean, just with the options of all the like, I know people hate to see it, but them like doing things people have wanted to see again, like the Terminator coming back and certain 2.0s of. I know some are not welcome, but seeing 2.0s of certain characters have been nice. I mean, the Black Widow, as expensive as it was, that's a really nice figure. The artisan that just came out, I think it's kind of
Very
could be
black.
the definitive Black Widow at this point if you really wanted just one in your collection. And I don't know. They have a lot of hype around them right now with and they're just, man, they keep. You think they're about to chill, and then they just released 3 or 4 more figures. I was gonna actually as well though compare InArt to crypto like Marco did, but versus J&D. InArt is like the crypto, like Ethereum. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. You never know. One day it's like crashed, and the next day it's way up, and people are all hyped on it. So, but yeah, J&D is just plummeting to rock bottom. I feel like they're and Iconic was a rug pull, if anything. But yeah,
Wow.
Who knows? But maybe Iconic will come out with something again. But it does seem like they've completely disappeared. But yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I think Hot Toys, big bump after this past week. I think they unloaded the clip at Sideshow Con, ACGHK, and China Joy. And I think they're riding a big high off of the Deadpool movie. There's a lot of potential figure potential there, though I don't think every figure that could be made needs to be made. In art, I'm with you guys. Like, I feel like high point probably the Joker being released, and then I think a lot of momentum was lost when with the delays. I think doing the what do they call it, the influencer batch. I don't think that's a great strategy for this niche hobby. I think for like PC gaming or other hobbies, I think it can work. I think this hobby is perhaps too small for that to work. And JND, I don't think that their stock has ever been good thus far as the 6 scale stuff goes. I think playing second fiddle to InArt and third fiddle to Hot Toys on a lot of these things isn't particularly a great move. But I would say perhaps the slightest bump, I believe the Harry Potter figures are global licensed for the light versions at least. But we will get into more of that. Chat's letting us know what they think. As well, DJ says Hot Toys up, InArt sideways, JND going to the pooper. Love that. Trevor Weed, new Patreon, buy Hot Toys, hold on InArt, sell JND, liquidate.
I like
Love
putting it that way.
Abe Dunk says Zach looking good after that natty. Hell yeah, baby. Beast took the chip this year. Yeah, well, I think we've touched them all, Dean. I think we're ready to get started. Eddie loved this segment, by the way.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in a doll collection.
These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
Should we lock in the artillery power?
This is the true form of lore gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Marco.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Batfish.
Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That's right. We want to thank everyone who's watching us live. Got a lot of beautiful people in the chat, Zach.
Wow, look at these angels here. Live and those who watch on the replay. Let's see who's in the chat right now.
On the replay, all over the place.
The audio, the YouTubes, the Apple Podcasts. We got the Spotify. SoundCloud.
Shout out Indonesia.
Shout out to Portugal, still riding high. Toy Mafia, Sam Gist, 12-inch Moose Dream. Excuse me. We got Mike, the 6th scale collector. Trevor Weed, Draw the Line 35. Hey, I got to catch this one live. Abe Dunk TV, also with the super chat. We got Yomo, looking handsome as all, in that new profile picture. Mark P. DJ, Tim Harvey. Did I get Draw the Line 35? I think I did, but just in case. Darth Tamaris. And Niculio, Live, Laugh, Love, Live, Laugh, Lao. Dean, we have a great show for the people of the world tonight. And before we get into this great show that we have for the people of the world tonight, we start off all of our great shows with a very special segment.
Yeah, you guys ready?
Yes.
It's new this week.
Yeah, what you gonna do this week? I got in the mail today from Ami Ami. It's a bunny girl from Snail Shell, which is they do like anime figures. So she's like not like a bunny girl, like a cat girl who's like part girl, part cat. This is just a girl in a bunny outfit. So.
Oh, I didn't know we needed that explanation, but
Like one of those sexy maids. Well, just for people listening, Badfish, you fucking cuck.
Yeah, you fucking Dorito boy.
I don't know. A bunny? I don't know. I've never seen a bunny girl, I guess, before. That's not dressed in a bunny like outfit like this.
No, there's a fucking new game out. It's like a
Badfish.
Overwatch
How did
kind
you
of
not
thing,
know
and there's
this?
an actual bunny girl in it.
I guess if you're into that. Yeah.
Like Lola Rabbit.
I'm not. I just saw people playing
I'm just
it.
messing with you.
But yeah, one of the sexy bunny maid girls. So I guess her name's Eileen.
Not a furry, ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
what it says on the box. So yeah,
So she's
hashtag not a
anatomically
furry.
not a bunny. Hashtag
Yeah,
not a
she's
bunny,
a
but she's
human,
wearing a
just-
bunny suit.
Yeah, she
Why would you
looks
say
like
it
she
like
might
that?
have a-
Why wouldn't you just say a human wearing a bunny suit? Why do you
Yeah,
say
she
it like
might
that?
have a.
When I see a this type of thing, my immediate thought isn't furry, like a bunny.
I'm just
That's
letting
weird.
the audio listeners know.
Yeah. Was it? Yeah. I said anime and then bunny girl. So it's like, well, anime cat girl is like
Like
part
Pilaf.
cat.
God damn it, Mark.
Is that plastic or a camel toe I'm seeing?
What?
Maybe both.
It's very aggressive looking.
Oh, it's probably
the-
both.
I don't know what's going on.
But there was
It's a
a
moose knuckle if I've seen one.
Yeah.
pre-order bonus. If you bought her, you got the jacket. So it came with a little jacket. So that
I
was
was gonna
kind of
ask.
cool.
It's cool seeing this type of stuff because when I got into this hobby, didn't know about this stuff, and now I know I'm one bad day away from collecting this shit. So
Yeah.
it's I'm just kidding. Congratulations, Dean. It's a cool figure.
Yeah.
You're mean to me.
You also got this.
Yeah, I got some
portrait
head
here. That's
sculpts
cool.
in. These are from
got some
Action.
head.
Yeah, I got some head. These are from Action Point Studio.
Lucky.
These are incredible. I ordered these, God, months and months ago.
A long
But
time.
yeah, so Action Point Studio, he does custom sculpts, and there's like 4 or 5 different faces, and then like 10 or 12 different hair types, and then you can mismatch all those, and then you can put like elf ears or regular ears, and so he takes pre-orders. I don't know how many he does at a time, but he only does so many, and then you pick your hair color, eye color, face, skin color, obviously the head and hair, and then like my character has 3 scars, so I had to tell him that. And then he prints them, sends them to another guy, and that guy paints them. So the whole process takes quite a bit of time. So I finally got her head sculpt. My character's name is Guinevere. I finally got her head sculpt in the mail today. And then for shits and giggles, I was like, hey, you ever print these in 6 scale? And he's like, I could try. And I was like, I'll buy one if you want to sell me one. He's like, okay. So he printed me a 6 scale version of it. He didn't have it painted, which is fine. I didn't want to bother the head sculpt guy with this, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it as of yet, but yeah, I got that in the mail. So this is 1/12 scale, so it's for my Mythic Legions line.
Wow.
And I have her on the body there.
Whoa, that's awesome, dude.
Wait.
Yeah, big, dude. That's
That looks
sweet.
really good.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
With
sweet.
which Mythic Legions is that again?
I wish he showed my stuff off like that.
This I do. You just haven't done one in a while.
It just takes you like 8 months.
Okay, Dorito boy, no one asked you.
That was him.
Second
I
off,
didn't
if
say
I
that.
may make a suggestion,
Hey, ask
keep
everyone.
that behind glass. Keep that where certain individuals who may or may not room with you can eat it.
Yeah.
Again, may or may not allegedly.
No shit, dude. I'll be fucking devastated.
Maybe douse it in like some type of bitter. I think they have a dog thing. You could spray things, and then the dog won't lick it.
Yeah.
It's like bitter, perhaps.
Yeah,
Just an
so
idea.
I'm super happy with how that turned out. So I am waiting on. I'm getting a custom tunic made for her. So when that's all done, I'll post pictures. But yeah, that was
it
my
freaking
news this
turned
week.
out great, man.
Thanks.
Very good.
Action Point Studios. You can find them on Instagram or Facebook.
Oh, no free plugs.
Wow.
Just kidding. Marco got a new this week. I'm kind of jealous. I'm waiting on my a few days to make my last one.
Let's go.
Yeah, so this is the black and white suit. So not, I don't believe labeled as a symbiote suit because that's a different suit in the game.
What?
You know what? Eddie's not here to razz my posing, but I thought this was pretty decent. You know,
Wait,
this
is
the
symbiote suit?
It's
What
not
am I
really
buying this
right.
thing for? What the fuck?
Well, I mean, it is, but it's like there's another iteration that's
Oh
technically the symbiote suit.
God, are you kidding
Chat,
me?
correct me if I'm wrong. I'm a casual when it comes to these
buy
things.
yours
But
for
Cancel my
50
pre-order.
bucks.
there you go.
I can lick my left nut for $50, Badfish.
But as suspected, though, similar texture to the Venom suit. The suit's got a lot of play, so you can definitely pose it up. I thought it was going to be pretty limited, but yeah, really beautiful figure. Limited edition head sculpt with the Venom mask kind of going over the Spider-Man mask. And then I've seen people that have swapped out the Spider-Man mask for, Tom Holland head sculpt. So I actually bought an extra one on, someone was selling one on BST for really, really cheap. So got one to try in here. So yeah, we'll definitely be doing that as well. But yeah,
Nice.
really, really happy with the purchase. And it's just a really beautiful figure, honestly.
Wow, you need to add the Zack's Wonderland stand. Get that bad boy up in the air.
Yeah,
Yes.
I want to use those legs, but man, they're just
I have a
unruly.
stand that works with the legs.
That's what I'm saying. Like I want to use those legs and use your stand, but they're just massive legs. So I
know,
gotta
I
figure
saw
out
Mike's
how I would
picture.
do
It's
that.
like probably 25, 30 inches.
They're huge, yeah. So cool that it comes with
Ben
it, but I
Thomas.
just haven't figured out how that. Yeah, exactly. Ben Thomas League there, but Nicolio, shout out to him for saying perfect pose. Appreciate that.
Wow,
So
yeah, the chat likes the pose.
yeah.
Philip the Fool just got his Spidey as well. Look at that. And
Heck yeah,
and
man.
Danny
Congrats.
says, "Look at the chat likes the pose."
Wow.
Says
All
this
right.
reminds me
For
of the cover
once.
to Secret Wars #7. Wow,
Let's
look
go.
at that. Broken clock is right twice a day.
Haven't gotten this much love since Pose Wars when I whooped everyone's ass that last time. So that's
Okay,
it.
I think the all-time probably greatest Pose Wars pose might have been your slam dunk. I think it was Boba Fett pose. That shit went ridiculously hard.
Bro, remember when Fern got absolutely fucking nuked and he was like,
by
I don't even know.
one, he like big dicked everybody 1 week, and then the next show he got super chatted and just fucking fell apart.
It's oblivion. Yeah, he literally like fell apart at the seams. Like his fucking DNA unraveled. He was.
It was
I
like
don't know.
round 2, and then he just couldn't deal with it the entire rest of the
pressure.
game.
Yeah.
The pressure, dude.
Man.
Gotcha.
And man, we got to bring back Pose Wars. Maybe a holiday special or something. I
I'm
know it's a
telling
lot
you,
of work.
We'll
but-
do it one time this year, and if the chat doesn't step up, then we're never doing it again.
This is low stock, by the way. The one is on, just if anyone cares. One's waitlisted, and then the one with the sculpt is low stock on Sideshow. But it's been low stock for a while. Just FYI.
There you
Good
go.
call, Badfish.
I picked up. Shout out to Eddie. It arrived on Sunday, which I was kind of surprised. I was like, "What the fuck did I order from Ami Ami?" And I saw it was Eddie's beautiful name. The what's this? There you go. Superior. I was making sure I didn't.
Because I
call it right.
sent it in
Superior
an Ami Ami
Spider-Man.
box. That's right.
Superior Spider-Man, Marvel Legends, and for me, I don't need the Hot Toys. I am perfectly content with this figure as the representation of Superior Spider-Man in the collection. I also didn't realize the eyes were painted. I guess the chrome effect looked really good in the photos. I thought they were chrome, and so when I opened it, I was kind of not necessarily disappointed, but I was like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. But yeah, really cool figure. The arms add a lot of dynamicness. A lot
Dynamicism?
of dynamic. Yeah, dynamic.
I don't know. That sounded dumber than what he said. So.
Dynamicism.
Dynamicism is actually correct, I believe.
Thank you. I was thinking it was.
Wow.
Dynamicism.
Dean-anicism.
Dean-anicism. Anyways.
Dynamism?
To the... oh, is it a cityscape? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, you could see the city reflection in his eyes, which is really cool.
What is this,
like
Roblox
I think,
City? What city is this?
I think Hot Toys should try that. Like it's really cool. Maybe it wouldn't work as well in a bigger scale because it Well, maybe it would because you could get more detail into it, but it achieved the effect. It looks really cool,
especially
I
as a
didn't know
swap
that's-
out. That'd be cool for them to experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have any
it would
statues
be,
ever done it?
No.
I don't believe so.
Wow.
And then I also picked up the rest of the Acolyte Jedis. I had found Soul and I basically found these like 5 different times, but I have
For $1 each, or
retail price, baby. Actually,
Jesus,
no.
what an idiot.
There was some. Okay, Eddie, when you buy all your 6-scale figures and then sell them for half off, don't fucking come at me.
Jesus, he said it. He said it.
No, it was weird because I went to a GameStop and they were like, "Do you want to renew your membership for $25?" I'm like, "Fuck no." And then I went.
Speaking of
from
stocks, sell.
Yeah, I went from that GameStop to a different one, and then they were like, "Do you want to renew it for $5?" And I'm like, "Why is it $5?" And they're like, I don't know, they gave me some bullshit response. And so I did it for $5, and then they gave me immediately a $5 coupon.
Yeah.
And the next day was the 1st, so I got another $5 coupon. And then they're like, somehow you got another $10 off today. I don't know. I ended up saving, like, basically getting one whole figure for free with all the deals. And then it's all 5% off. So walked out of there like a bandit. And shout out to GameStop Lock and Terra, the manager. There's an Acolyte bro. So, you know, we're chatting, acolyting it up, you know. Great guy. Huge Star Wars fan. Big Star Wars fan.
I like those stands. Zach, you printed those or?
I did. Okay, I don't know if I just fucking lost the touch, but a strong wind in this room would blow these fucking figures over. So I just 3D printed like 6 stands, and I don't know.
The show can't even stand on its own.
Wow.
That was amazing.
That was amazing. I'm waiting for Zach to acknowledge it.
Oh, I got you back. So I mean, it's
I
good.
didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I said neither can you.
What did he say?
This is getting a little too personal.
When
today.
I fell in water, that's totally different.
Jesus.
I said it instantly and no one heard it, and I was like, "Damn, maybe I flopped on the joke."
I heard it. I was like, "Oh man, how
was
dare
The
as
you."
Lord
good as
heard
mine.
it. The Lord heard it, and you're going to hell now. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was
Jewish
going
hell.
before.
What do you mean? Yeah, I was to say, what do you mean now?
Jeez.
Be looking up at you guys.
Shameless plug. I have another one of these Spider-Men. If someone needs it,
did
I
you
was going
buy?
to use it as
Oh
trade
my
bait,
gosh.
but no one apparently wants it. I only posted in one group, but yeah, I have another one if anybody needs one. I only
Speaking
bought
of
3, so I just
Only
thought
bought 3.
people might want it, but I guess
Yeah.
it's no longer sought after. So.
Well, if you get desperate, let me know. Speaking of shameless plugs, if anyone needs 1/12 scale, let's say skeleton accessories,
I need those. I didn't know you did them in
And-
112. I definitely need those.
or 1 6 scale. I also have one with a clip. I don't like the clip for 6 scale, but for 12 scale it makes a lot of sense. Let me know on Facebook or Instagram.
That's sick.
Yeah, I have printed quite a few, and I have not sold many. So
Wow.
I'm gonna make
Will
sure.
they be
I
painted?
I
or
didn't
they'll come like
understand what
that?
they were.
Hang on, before I address that question,
That's
Marco. What do you
'cause you're an
mean?
idiot.
Have you seen the film?
No.
I have.
There you go. Okay,
Yeah.
so they can
hasn't
be
seen this movie
painted. Yes, Marco.
I have a
that's your question.
2-year-old,
Canada.
right?
In fact, I
Even
have a
Ben
child.
saw it.
Look, this is the.
He naps right when it's like would be the time to go and
This
to
would
do
be-
these things.
when you go and you
an
come back when he's back
approximate
up.
Example of.
Not long enough.
This is not the best silver paint you can buy, but
Oh,
I
that
think
looks
it's
good,
the
though.
most durable.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants them painted, it's obviously additional price for painted, but let me know. I can get you guys these if you want them. Let's see. Moving on. Now that we all roasted each other.
Also, the closest good theater to me is like 40 minutes away. So
He's still making excuses.
We're not on.
I'm just saying, if I
He's
want to see it,
also Helldivers.
I
just
watched
came
it
up
on
with a new
YouTube,
update, so-
man. I didn't have to.
I
watch it.
tried that, Dean. I couldn't find anything.
That's on you,
There you
man.
go.
You little hacker over there.
Dude.
Little hacker. I just typed in,
Illuminati.
look at this Fern. Look at the Fern with this amazing T-shirt that he made me. Look at this. Look at that for election year.
Wow.
Beautiful.
I
Beautiful.
like the
Thank you,
Dean.
Fern.
I like the Dean alternate one though, but
Well, he didn't let me
Pretty
make
good
it. He said I was illegal. He will
I
sue
was
me.
like, please don't.
That
put me
is
on
so great.
Here we go. Deadpool, Lady Pool, actually. This one is 280, releasing August to December 2024. I will be honest, I am not a wealthy man, and as such, I don't know. This figure is kind of lame to me. I think it is a cool idea. I just don't think that the character really warrants a probably after tax and shipping almost $350 purchase. It does have the wool hair, which I think Ben might have called last week. I just don't know. I feel like $350 is a lot of money for what is essentially 1 minute of screen time and really a forgettable character. And maybe if I liked Blake Lively more, I don't dislike her. I just don't really have like a huge affinity for her as a person. I'm sure she's a lovely individual. Maybe I'd like it more, but I don't know. I think it was on Instagram. Marco, correct me if I'm wrong the name. I think it's Six Scale Shiro. I don't know how she pronounces it, but she had made a post. I think it might have been a video as well.
You're talking
I didn't
about
watch
Helen?
the video, but I saw. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
She made I saw a story and I responded to it, but she was kind of saying like, with so much cool stuff coming out, you really have to start curating what you purchase. And I feel like the initial hot take reaction from people is going to be to buy this. But I think in reality, when it comes down to 6 months, if it gets delayed 9 months, a year out, I don't think this is really going to be that exciting of a purchase. And I think a lot of the photos that are of this figure rely on stuff that's really not even included, like the kid pool and the head pool, which I guess you'd probably get anyways with the Deadpool figure if you get the more expensive version. But I don't know. I just don't think this is that exciting to me, and I just don't want it to be a thing where we're gonna get like 50 variants and it's just gonna be beat to hell. And I don't know. It's not for me. I'm not like thrilled that this got made and other things didn't.
Bro, this should at the very least come with baby pool, considering it's her kid.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of weird that it doesn't, but
oh, we forgot to put this in the show sheet, but I will actually pull this up because I think it's bad. Thank you, Saiful.
Anyway, I'm with you, Zach. I really do like Blake Lively, but you don't see her face, so it's really just her voice. Save for like a couple scenes where I think it's actually her in the suit, but they had another stunt woman like doing all the crazy shit. So like it's kind of just Blake Lively in spirit. So I think if like she had been unmasked, I'd want it way more. That being said, I think the figure looks really cool. It is only like a minute screen time, so like you're 100% right with like I'd rather have a bunch of other characters that actually, did more. But fuck, this figure looks fucking cool. Like I really want it, and I'll have to fight the urge to get it. If I could get it really cheap, eventually I think I would buy it. But yeah, like you said, $350 for, getting it brand new for a character that was on screen for just a few minutes. It's like, I don't think it's worth it either. So, but I do really like it. I think it looks fantastic.
I'm going to be like Babe Ruth and point to the bleachers because I think I'm going to get a point on this. So I'm going to call my shot.
Wow, here we go.
It's kind of miraculous that Hot Toys in a year where there was that writer strike last year, right? And we're not getting a ton of like new IP or new movies, right? So Marvel, this is kind of their only big movie this year. DC's really putting nothing out.
Wow, is it really?
Star Wars, right? So there's not like a ton of movies or TV shows for them to make figures from. And even then, somehow they've just put out so many bangers, like so many pre-orders. They're just laying it on so thick. And like, I almost feel like Hot Toys has never been better, even though they don't have like the newer films to make figures from. I think that's pretty miraculous. And I hadn't really thought of that until right now. So I feel like in a previous time where there wasn't all these pre-orders, this figure could be cool to add to the collection if you wanted to collect the complete line, or you are like a huge fan of Deadpool and you want a variant of Deadpool. That's fine. But I think you were pointing out Helen's point, and I have the same thought, is that there's just way too much coming out, way too many invoices dropping currently, way too many pre-orders going up. They've got the artisans and the exclusives. And Hot Toys has just evolved as a company, and I just don't see any room in my collection or most people's collection for this figure. Although it looks nice, I think you said, Zach, it's pretty overpriced. Well, let me not say overpriced. It's pretty expensive once you add in what it's going to take to get it to your door. I think that there's way more stuff coming from this film as well. Maybe some more Deadpool variants, maybe some more Wolverine variants, maybe some cameos. So I just see this one as it's going to be forgotten to time. It's cool now, but once they kind of go deeper down the line, no one's going to remember this. And as they start putting up pre-orders from, all the summer showcase stuff that they were teasing, right? Like the Terminator, they saw the Chewbacca, right? They had a bunch more stuff. The Batman, Returns Batman. There is a lot of things that you got to start managing your collection to fit in. And this just doesn't fit in the overall scheme of things for me. And I think most people will struggle to fit it in as well.
I give you this.
My man.
Mostly for the first half of what you said.
It's
okay.
I give it to you.
This is 280.
280 August to December 2024.
So the overpriced stuff is just if people pay from Sideshow.
As opposed to Hong Kong?
No, like as opposed to any other retailer. Like you can almost get it for cheaper everywhere except Sideshow. The only reason you go to Sideshow is because the easy cancellations and the good customer service. So
yeah, you can get a better deal.
It doesn't need to be $320, right?
The prices that historically we've always given have always been from Sideshow.
You're right.
No,
though,
I know. I'm not saying that the
Sideshow.
Sideshow. I'm saying everybody's saying like, oh, once it's shipped to your door, like, yeah, if you buy it at the wrong place, that's on you. Like,
I feel like a lot of people are comfortable only buying from Sideshow, though, right?
That's on them.
Yeah, for sure. I think we've already.
I would say
get a discount.
even if it was $200, I still think that's, or $150. I still think that's too much for
that.
What
You're
this
insane.
is.
$150. First of all, this is the first artisan figure that isn't limited. Because the only difference in an artisan figure is the wool hair. So this is a artisan figure. No, that is 100%.
Supposedly,
I think
Hot
in the
Toys says
newer
premium
ones,
materials is what they
that
say
yeah,
is the
but
artisan. But then they do computer painting
ones.
anyways. But
and plus, this is the premium materials they're talking about. If it's going to be the same suit that they use on the new Deadpool, it's a better
is the
material.
Deadpool an artisan figure?
No, but it's premium materials.
It's no sculpt either, as well. I would argue. An artisan tradition. I know she doesn't.
I get what you're saying because it's the premium.
It's not. I'm not arguing that it's the best price. I'm just saying it's not horrible for what you get.
It's on par with other releases for sure.
Jesus Christ, 280.
280. Okay, with tax 3. Okay, see.
Yeah, so everybody's saying 320, but the price is 280, and if you get it from other places, you could spend 280 if you figure out how.
And you could get ripped off.
You have to move quickly though on some of those places now. Like
if you're gonna
things
say
are
that,
selling
Eddie,
out faster.
You also need to give the caveat: if you don't go with Sideshow, you
Who's
also
gonna rip
could
you
get
off?
ripped off.
Don't buy it on eBay from some random.
I'm just
seller.
saying, there's a lot of places
Don't
you
buy
can
it
go.
from Toys Apollo.
I would say there's good alternatives though, like your sponsor.
Yeah, for sure. There's great alternatives.
Yeah, there are. You just have to act
like
quickly.
collectorzone.com using code CW.
I'm just saying.
Those
I get the arguments of it being like
saying,
a secondary character, and you don't need it, but it's still fucking cool, and it's still the first artisan that we've got without being artisan, cheaper than other artisans.
I don't think it's artisan though.
It's not artisan. I'm not saying it's artisan, but it basically is artisan.
I don't.
It is.
It's not rooted though. It's just the wool.
I don't like how he's wording this. Yeah,
I get what you're
rooting
saying.
is a completely different process than sticking.
I know what rooting is. Thank you, man.
Okay, because you just said what's the difference.
I
so
know.
You're asking.
All right, never mind. Never mind.
I get what Eddie is saying though. Absolutely.
Shit. It's cool.
Let him cook.
No, it's cool. Next.
Okay. We're gonna have one of those shows, boys. Badfish, what do you think about it?
Individual little strands for the.
That's what I think.
Fantastic.
I actually think the price is a little up there for 280, but with no sculpt especially. But if you love Deadpool, it's cool to have it on the shelf. I'm not on the I'm not really in on the this movie really, because there's just too much stuff. As we said, there's so much Star Wars. With the amount of Star Wars they've announced in the last month. Yeah, but I know, even then, I know there's Chewbacca, there's freaking... I'd rather Jar Jar than this. That's for sure. 100%.
Now you've gone too far.
No, 100% I want that Jar Jar over this. But either way, there's so much Star Wars in the last month just that they've announced, and that's enough to keep me busy. Yeah, shown and I mean, coming out, and so but yeah, with the other places to order, you do have to act quickly on those pre-orders. Like if you want to Kit or any of those places, they do sell out faster than Sideshow, and even then, those are going waitlist as well now. Things are moving. It is different than a year and a half ago. So you do have to make your decisions a bit faster now.
Yeah. As mentioned in the chat as well, she has many hands, at least 12 that I can see. So, good for Hot Toys. Probably more hand poses than she did in the movie, but that's cool. The Uzis are also nice. Can't say no to a good pair of Uzis. Let's see. This is just to mention it. Oops, here we go. We talked about the limited Darth Maul last week, or was it the week before? People have gotten it in hand, and
who's that?
Seems like the light doesn't penetrate the head.
Oh, penetrate.
Pause. So if you're ordering it with that expectation, at least those that have it are reporting that it does not light the full length of the figure.
And I really quickly want to say, I was watching another podcast. They said, they called us Collectors Weekly, and they said we would theoretically make fun of this and then actually go pre-order it, and there's no chance. This was dog shit from day one. We said it was no good. It looked interesting, and this, added insult to injury. It's just not a good product.
Names.
Who is this podcast?
I'm too classy for that.
Weekly?
I'm too classy for that.
Your
But
name
they're watching right now.
Wow. Who is it? Which one of these guys is it?
He's a pussy. No.
Okay, first off, it's Collecting Weekly. Fucking get it right. Okay.
Also,
name names.
It was Mario.
Wow. You hate to see it.
Motherfucker called us Collectors Weekly. Anyway.
It's a joke.
First off, it's 25,000 Collectors Weekly is what I'm calling it now. I'm just kidding.
So, yeah, when this first got shown, this is exactly what I said was going to happen. I was like, there's no fucking shot that light's going to reach all the way up. It reaches further than I thought it would, for sure. But I was like, this thing is going to have to be nearly completely... What'd you say?
I said that's what she said.
Oh. Anyway, I thought for sure if like...
That was good.
If the head sculpt was hollow on the inside, I feel like the light would reach better, but this looks goofy. And there's not a chance in hell I would ever own anything Darth Maul. So what a slanderous thing to say is I would pre-order it anyway.
A really weird way to launch a new line. I know this is not like specifically a new line, but this is a new type of product that they probably wanted to make. And I'm sure that this won't stop them from making more of these, but the execution is just so poor. Like, come on, work on your LED light ups. They're not expensive. It's not that hard to do. We're seeing like independent parties making lightsabers with LEDs that look way better than what they're doing. So not good enough. Step your game up, Hot Toys. No one on Collectors Weekly is getting this, and yeah, it's terrible.
I didn't know that this picture existed before I said that I didn't want to talk about it. So that sucks. It really does suck, because I thought it was a cool idea. Like I didn't hate on it. I thought the idea was cool, and I didn't even see the price that it went up for. So if it was super expensive, then that sucks too. But I do want to mention that Zach was very positive about this with a bright light, and Dean said there's no way that
I
it'll light
was.
this up, and
in fact,
now that it hasn't.
In fact, here's what I'm gonna do for Dean the Dream Martin. I did say that, and well, to be fair, I said
positive.
I said it is possible that LED could do that, but they didn't choose that.
What do you think? It almost seems like it's a
I think
different
it's the paint.
material at the top. Oh, is that what it is? A paint?
Well, because
Like
it has that. It's not red, but it's like.
Yeah.
You know, like in the holograms, it's not black and white, but it's like kind of tinted.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why.
Or did they add a different color to the resin they used
Could
to print
be.
this or whatever? I don't know.
Can you imagine at the factory, like they're like, dude, this is great, love it, and they go to light it up, and the first guy's like,
so no head.
how does this happen?
That had a great payoff.
Thank you.
That fucking video is still around
What?
for so long.
When I saw this, the first thing I thought was
That is Sirius Black. That is.
Wow.
Wow.
Draw
Why
the
are
line
you
says.
doing videos? Stop doing
I
that.
had to.
This isn't small talk, all right? This is big talk.
No,
Draw the line
seriously,
says, why are we
this
still
is so
wasting
bad.
time talking about this thing? First off,
You're not wrong.
draw the line.
We have
This is my show. I do what the hell I want on my show.
Put some respect on it. Draw the line.
I was with you. Draw the line. I advocated you.
We have to talk about this because we were talking about how bad it was going to be, and the price is ridiculous as well. So nobody in the limited chat wanted this in the end.
Crickets on
So
that one.
yeah, we didn't even know it came out, I think, and then it went waitlist I think a day later, but definitely a snoozer.
I think maybe even faster than that, right? But I guess that's to the point. You put limited on something, and Hot Toys collectors have shown they're gonna snatch it up. So there's no reason for Hot Toys to slow down on the limiteds. They already went crazy last week. I'm sure we're gonna have another wave like that. It's kind of stressful.
Wow. The Deadpool claws are now limited, by the way, so get them while they're
What?
Smart.
I need 2 1/12 scale versions.
I got you, bro. I'll cover shipping because you cover my shipping.
Wow.
Let's see. Next up, we have the new 89 Scrotum Man figure. Jesus Christ. I don't like the DX09 had some texture, and the I'm not like the biggest 89 92 Batman fan. Like it's cool. I don't have the eye for it, as we say, and a lot of people that do have the eye for it are really disappointed in the texture. Also, I guess I just don't get this face.
It looks
he
like
looks fucking stupid.
Can you zoom in on it or no? You
I
can't.
can't, but he looks like that one kid with the big eyes.
It looks like
You know what I'm talking
Ben
about.
when he's about to say figure.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he looks
So-
bucktooth.
I don't know. I know there's a few channels that have already gotten this, and some are saying that it's not as bad as people were making it out to be, but I don't know. It looks real bad to me as like a not 89 Batman collector. Even Manny, who I think is arguably like the 89 Batman guy, was saying that it didn't look. It looked over textured, I guess, to use his words.
I was gonna say he still really liked it, but yeah.
I think he liked everything but the texture. Yeah, it's not for me. So there's that.
Yeah, it's definitely not for me either, but I think it looks. I'm with you, Zach. I don't have the eye for it, so if it's supposed to be this textured, if it's not, I have no idea. But objectively looking at it, I think it looks like a cool figure. I don't think it's gonna pose for shit. I think you're just gonna have it on the shelf in a museum pose and call it a day. But
I think the posing is actually way better on this version than the previous DX.
Sure, but there's no fucking shot that. I mean, look at the legs. That's gonna bunch like crazy. It's probably gonna tear if you leave it in those poses too long. Like,
Just as a reference, I promise I am not personally hating on a figure just to hate on it. But
Yeah,
the
this
suit
looks
in the
smooth.
film is pretty smooth. At least in the reference photos that I've seen. maybe there's some scene where it's very textured in the movie. Again, I've seen the movie like 3 times, and it's not one of those films that I'm like, where are the pants prints?
Yeah, when
If
the
you know,
photos
you know.
came out of the figure, I was, even to me, I was like, that doesn't look right, but, you know, what do I know? And then sure enough, everybody was like, why is it so lumpy? I was like, I don't know. But I think other than that, I think it looks like a cool figure. That faceplate is weak. He looks very bucktooth. I think the other faceplates look a lot better than that one.
Yeah, if Brucky Batman.
If we're talking get it or don't, this is definitely a get it. Now, I think it's okay to criticize figures. Like, I think that's totally fine to say, like, okay, this didn't turn out how we thought it would, or there's XYZ issue, but I'm a casual when it comes to this version of Batman, and I don't necessarily have an issue with the texture. Just like from a baseline perspective, I probably would prefer more of a smooth suit, and that's why, like, I want to get the Returns version as well, and hopefully that will remain smooth like the prototype that we've seen. But I think this looks like it looks really good. I think it's going to be a really nice looking figure to pose next to your 89 Batmobile, but I can understand if someone's really passionate about the character that they're not happy with the way this turned out. That's completely fine, and that's your right as a collector to either purchase it or not.
Yeah, and I think it's a great time that this figure's coming out now, because in our local group in San Antonio, there's people that are should be getting their Batmobiles, the re-release or the 2.0 next week. And then we'll talk about it in a moment, but the Jazz Inc. one is coming out as well very soon. So this is a real well-timed release by Hot Toys. So, you know, if you get it and if you're not bothered by the texture, Nicolio seems not to be, so does most of the chat, then, I mean, it's a great time to be an 89 Batman guy, because you can have a sick display either way.
No doubt.
You cannot complain about a figure and then say people are shitting on a figure just to shit on it right after that figure. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's exactly why.
That, but okay.
That's someone in the chat did that, and then they brought up the Bat Nipples Batman right after I said they did that. I wonder why, because I'm the only fucking person that wants a Bat Nipple Batman. But anyway, this looks like an avocado had sex with an older avocado,
and it was angry. Looks like Gandalf's nutsack.
The relationship was already.
It's jeez. It's cool. I don't remember what the texture looked like in the movie, so it doesn't stand out to me too much. I still have this figure on pre-order. I still want this figure. I think it's cool that it doesn't bother me at all. So, and to be clear, I mentioned positive things about the previous figure as well. So, thank you.
There we go.
And I think a few people have pointed out that it looks pretty close to the prototype. And I haven't necessarily seen side-by-side images, but I remember it being a little textured at the prototype and me thinking like, all right, well, that's not great, but it looks fine.
Yeah.
I definitely don't remember it being, as Dean said, lumpy. But
it's lumpy.
It definitely, I just love the way you said it. So why is it so lumpy?
It looks like in high school when Dean used to chew on his number 2 pencil. Wow. Sorry, Dean. It was your name.
I don't know.
Who you been talking to? Who told you?
They say he's got the deep lore.
Didn't know you made fun of anxiety like that, I guess.
Wow.
I take it
That's
back.
state champion. Dean.
I take it back.
Oh man. But yeah, this it doesn't bother me. Like I think in the other shot where he's got his wings spread, I think this close with the camera's probably picking up a lot more detail. Here it looks a little better to me. A bit further back maybe, but it was definitely not like this in the movie. It was a strange choice, I feel like, but
yeah.
Either way, I'm excited to get it. It doesn't deter me from getting it. I got a waitlist conversion on this, so maybe some people are canceling, but I already had this at Pop Culture, so
nice.
Just gonna stick to that one. But yeah, I'm excited for it to come out.
If we're talking like weird complaints, one of the weirder complaints that I saw about this figure in particular I guess I don't think they were the official blogger photos, but someone took some really beautiful photos of this figure. And in some of the photos, again, like I haven't seen 89 Batman a lot, so maybe I'm wrong here, but in some of the photos, well, free the Throbbing, that's awesome. Some of the photos were without the cape, and everyone was complaining about the proportions, but realistically, I don't think anyone is posing this in their display without the cape, so I think that's a weird complaint to make. Playing both sides of the fence there. Let's see here.
Yeah.
We also have the updated Jazz Inc. dioramas Batman, which I believe, Marco, correct me if I'm wrong, this is just like it's meant to go in their Batmobile. I don't think this is a full figure. So
That's
it's more
right.
like a statue, almost like a premium format statue with like kind of mixed media. And they showed it by comparison to the new Batman and the DX09, and Yost had sent me this photo. I don't know if he's the one that made it. And in the group, I also saw that the faceplate isn't final. So I'm not quite sure why they were comparing, all these together. I will say though, with this photo in particular, I do think that the new 692, the new 89 Batman has much more texture than the 09, and I think the 09 has slightly more texture than Jazz Inc.'s Batman. And again, this is just as a casual viewer of these films. I do think it's great though that they are making this type of thing because one, I think it will go well obviously with their own product, and that's what it's intended to, and I do hope that they took that extra step to test out this fitment in the Hot Toys version, because if it fits in both, I think that's a really useful thing for collectors, because at least as far as I know from handling the DX09 when we had given Manny one, it's not superposable, and I really don't think it would easily fit into the Batmobile, the 89 Batmobile. So I think it's a great option, and if I didn't love this faceplate, but again, they said that it was not quite final. There's something about the mask to mouth ratio that looks just a tiny bit off to me. I feel like the mouth plate could be a little larger. But yeah, Yost was very proud of it, and he sent us this photo, and I thought it'd be cool to talk about. So, and then again, we'll talk about the actual Batmobiles videos here in a second. What do you guys think about it?
He looks like Megamind.
Wow.
What's wrong with that? I love Mega Minds.
I love Megamind too, just not with a Batman cowl.
Yeah, it's got a real thick neck. It's like thick.
Same.
But I feel like I feel like it looks. I don't know about the likeness, but like going from the cowl to the neck to the shoulders is a lot cleaner of a line than the DX09, where the neck is kind of thinner and then it's like kind of bulbous. But the MMS, the new one, whatever it is, that one looks pretty fucking good. So I don't know. If you got your pick of the litter here, if you're a Batman guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I like that, Jazz Inc. is trying different things. We're having more competition in terms of actual figures and 1/6 scale, and obviously we talked about their Catwoman. So I think this is interesting stuff from them. I just want to see things tightened up so they're more competitive with Hot Toys, because as it is right now, it doesn't really catch my eye. It's looking pretty weak, but I do have confidence that they've got the R&D that they can get it to where it needs to be, but it's not there right now.
Yeah.
You guys have to shit on Jazz Inc. the way you shit on Hot Toys. You guys have
I
to
didn't
do
say
it.
anything bad. What the
How did
heck?
I shit on it? I just said it doesn't.
You're
look
very
particularly
positive
good.
when you
I
talk
said the
about Jazz
likeness
Inc.
was off.
It's fine. It's fine. I can
I
tell the
said
difference.
I didn't. What the hell?
The
How
texturing
dare you?
on the new Batman is very hideous here, and it stands out so much more. So,
Yeah.
I hate that.
Is that it? Sorry, Eddie.
How dare you? I'll finish when I say I'm finished.
It sounded
I'm
like you were
finished.
done.
Okay, I'm finished.
Honestly, I'm looking at them all. I'm more happy with my purchase on the Hot Toys now, but the Jazz Ink, the forehead is the head's too big, and I feel like the detail on the neck and like collarbone are kind of strange. But and the cowl is bad. Sorry, overall the cowl is bad is what I should be saying, because even the eye line's not that great to me. But I will say they got the lips, the way his lips look in the picture, and on the faceplate they have, and what are these the lines coming down from his nose are almost they nailed that. I will say the faceplate I feel like they did nail. They've kind of got that. He's got those weird kind of upturned lips. I feel like they did get that, but the cowl, yeah, is way too Megamind, as that he said, for sure.
There you go.
I don't know. It looks more like Sylvester Stallone to me. It's like,
wow.
I don't.
Now, Jazzing did post the final production of the '89. I do have some reservations about the video that they showed. However, I think also realizing it's a final production, I think it's one of those things that I think people will be upset if that's how it is, and I think that's unfortunate that that happened. But here's their video. There's two of them, so we'll watch both. But this is their '89 final production. So you got a remote control that controls the turbine. And then the cockpit has the light up feature.
Ooh, that's nice.
The chairs, I'm not quite sure what he means by this, but in the video he describes them as having like a leather-like feel. And it almost looked like from the behind the scenes it was more like a textured spray, so I don't think they're actually like upholstered pleather, but they did look really nice in the photos. And then it doesn't rotate on its own, so there's a turntable under it. A lot of people are
You see,
Go ahead, Eddie.
I'm gonna shit talk, so if you want to go first, you can.
Yeah, so I'm getting the Hot Toys version, but I could really see the paint here, how there's a lot more, it looks a lot more metallic than the Hot Toys one, which is a lot more flat. So I know that was a big selling point for people on this one. For me, that doesn't move the needle to pay that much more, but you could definitely see it in this video. Go ahead, Eddie, shit away.
Yeah, go ahead, take a crack at it.
Also, the remote control is cool, but what is Jazz Inc. going to do if the remote control stops working? I know several people that got the 66 Batmobile, their remote control buttons stopped working, and Jazz Inc. offered no help at all. Not even, there's no way to even get into the vehicle to like rewire or fix it yourself. So with all of these, this is even more technology that goes into this one over the 66, like more mechanized things. So like, what happens when your remote control goes out?
Yeah, they got to do better than that. That's unacceptable. If true. And I have no reason to doubt you.
The one thing, feel free to re-chime back in, Eddie, if you need to. But the one thing that I think concerned people the most, so we'll mute this and we'll play the video. The one thing that I think concerned people the most was, I believe it's the sound of the engine turbine turning. Here, they were saying that some people had wanted to display that, I guess, as always on, which I don't think is perhaps a good idea.
It's loud.
But yeah, it's very loud. And also people were asking for the RPMs to slow down, one, for the noise, and two, so that you can actually see the blade slowly spinning. And again, I would have to sort of say, like, obviously this is what he's showing as the production final, so I don't think that that's going to be revisited. Here's another video of the remote and the smoke effects, and then it also does have, I think he said there's a number of sound effects that play from the vehicle as well. So if you care about that, I'm not really a big sound effect
Does
guy.
the canopy open and close with the remote, or is that manual?
I don't know the answer to that for sure. I want to say I vaguely remember seeing that was a possibility, but I would say if he didn't show it demonstrated in the video, then it's probably not. Because when I first saw the video, I thought that noise was the canopy, and then I had to rewatch it and realize it's the The little
He
turbine
said
on the front.
that's the 2.0 D.
How dare you?
Yeah, I'm with Eddie. That the thing with the remote is kind of concerning, and that price is just so it's just so high, dude. Like, if you could get the Hot Toys one, how much is the Hot Toys one?
I believe it's $750.
Yeah, around that range, maybe a little
That's
bit
what
less.
the guy that was selling his, because on the stash print he said his collection changed. Let me double check. I believe the Jazz Ink one is, I think, twice as expensive. Like
Yeah.
I think it's like $730. I can double check.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so it's like it's got a little extra features. I mean, as a collector, realistically, I'll use them once or twice. Right when I first get it, like, yo, check this out. I'll never use those gimmicky things again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you gotta really love this movie or this car to not just, oh, the Hot Toys one, you know, it looks just as nice. I will say the engine detail on the side of the car, Jazz Ink put a post in their group of what the Hot Toys one looks like and what theirs looks like, and it was a little bit more detailed. Like, Jazz Ink's looked better, but
To correct, there was a post in the group, not posted by Jazz Ink, but let me pull that post.
okay, post in the group.
Yeah.
And it's like that. There it is. Like,
Yep.
arguably, the Jazz Ink one looks a little better, right? It's got a little bit better paint apps, a little bit better details, like with like the rivets and the I don't know what this part
Exhaust
is, like
burn.
the manifold where it connects.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it looks a lot better, but that is such a small arbitrary detail on the side that it's like, is it really worth double the cost? I personally don't think so, because I'm not really looking at that when I look at the Batmobile. It's more of like a whole, you know, the sum of all its parts. It's like, look how fucking cool this is. So, like, I love their product, but I can't justify that cost ever. I don't think I've ever seen any Jazz Ink thing and be like, yeah, I'm going to spend the money on that.
Yeah,
That sucks,
I continue to say, like, it's great that we've got options. If someone is super passionate about this and wants the best possible version, I think that's what Jazz Ink is giving them. If you're a bit more like a casual like myself, but you still like the film, you still like the designs, I think it's awesome that Hot Toys has a much better price, honestly. So I don't need all the bells and whistles personally, but there's folks that really want that. So go for it. Knock yourself out.
Yeah. Let's move on. So in OSR yesterday, maybe it was a little before yesterday, there was a post of an OfferUp transaction about a new D23 Iron Man that, as far as I know, has yet to be officially revealed. There was one website that had mentioned it, that someone had shared. This is the Mark 80 by Hot Toys, and as far as I know, in the MCU canon, we went from the Mark 50 in Infinity War, and we kind of skipped 34 armors and then went to the 85 in Endgame. And so this is the first that we're seeing of it, and it looked kind of sketchy. The post and then the guy's OfferUp account got deleted. You can see there at the bottom of the screenshot. There was one person who says they work for Disney that said this is a real figure that they did get as well, that confirmed its authenticity, so take that as you would. But here's the photos here. I am not quite sure what this is supposed to be. Marco, it seemed like this was going to be a D23 exclusive. A lot of people are saying that this is something that eventually you'll be able to get at the Avengers campus. I guess there's like some shop there. But kind of interesting that, I mean, as far as I know, when the 85 first came out, I was curious and tried to Google what the other 34 armors were, and that was years ago. I couldn't find any valid information, but kind of interesting that this figure or concept isn't exclusive. I know we've seen, non-screen use stuff for the Churro Spider-Man. Obviously, that's sort of that Disney design that we see in What If, the Zombie Hunter Spider-Man design. But I think this is pretty cool. Yeah, I think this is really cool.
So just on your questions in terms of, so this would be similar to if this is true, and Brophy is saying that it's on Mice Chat, which is not something that I'm familiar with, but maybe that was the official announcement there. But so the Churro Spider-Man that everyone lost their mind over was only at D23. I think that they did another version without the Churro that was overseas, but you couldn't get it at the park. So there are shops that you can buy Hot Toys from at Avengers Campus, but that version of Spider-Man never made it to that shop. And I'm going to assume that this will be the same with this. I'm not seeing a bunch of differences with the Mark 85, and I've seen this Iron Man walking around, and it looks really similar to the 85, but maybe the thigh armor. But I think this one comes with shawarma was the big big piece that everyone may lose their mind over. So if you want the shawarma, I guess you got to go through the D23 experience. Yeah.
There you go.
I like it. It looks like I prefer the 50 to the 85, and this one has it looks like a mix of the two. Maybe it's a throwback to the Mark III because the Mark III has the gold on the thighs and the gold on the biceps. So I
like that.
I do like this look of this armor. So
yeah, it's almost got like that Mark 50 chest armor.
That's what I
the
like.
The Mark 85 musculature, and then the coloration of the 3. It's cool looking, but again, it's not a on-screen Iron Man suit, so I don't really give a shit. Even if I was looking for a new Iron Man to get, this wouldn't even ever cross my mind to pick one up. So, I mean, if you're a completionist and you like Iron Man suits and you just think it's cool looking, it's cool, but for me personally, it's just
And pretty wild that this made its way into the wild, though, right? It just was. This seems to be a real figure that someone had in their possession and tried to sell, which is crazy. Go ahead, Eddie.
The mouse got them. But
I was just gonna. I answered my own question because I was gonna say, is he eating this? Is he eating the shawarma in the suit at the end of Avengers? But it wouldn't be the same suit anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Be the 7.
Well, he died at the end of Avengers, so.
The first one.
Just kidding. I know it's a joke.
Wow.
Moose says he says with the $5 super chat, in hand from Jazzing 66 Batmobile 89, Batwing Snowspeeder 22 Batmobile 95 Batmobile on the way, 89 Batmobile 66 Batcycle, both colors of animated Batmobile.
Moose may be the only real collector in this community, though, if we're being honest.
As far as I know. He real fuck, though.
Moose is badass. He's so cool.
His 4th of July outfit, legendary fit. Love you, Moose. Billy Badfish, what do we think about this?
I think if you're an Avengers campus person, if you go to the parks, these are those perfect. Those are those sorts of figures you want to grab. Same with the Spider-Man. That'd be that sort of thing if you've been to the parks. But I guess that's the shawarma on his right shoulder to the left there.
Damn, too bad Ben's not here. He could confirm.
Yeah, Ben's a shawarma expert as far as I'm concerned.
But the color scheme is cool, but I kind of agree with Dean. It's not in the movie, so I wouldn't really be too into it. Again, if you go to the parks, though, that's who I think would be a target for.
Yeah, there you go. And I guess it could possibly make its way into other media. Like I said earlier, I don't know which came first. I imagine the Avengers Campus, but that suit is what they based the What If stuff on. So for a while, that was the only way to get that suit was the Zombie Hunter Spider-Man or the What If Marvel Legends Zombie Hunter Spider-Man. So.
And cool I don't have a clean 85, so this does intrigue me a little bit for all the shawarma and the blueprints and stuff, but we'll see what the price is. We'll see if we got someone on the inside that could pick this up. But yeah, I think it's just kind of like basically a repaint for them, which is whatever.
Bro, it's so janky looking. It's so bad looking.
You know what? That's one thing about Avengers Campus that surprises me is that the costumes aren't better. It's like y'all own the properties. I'm sure it's probably tough to walk around like hot over
you're
there.
not
but
wrong.
The only ones that are like insanely
that
good in my opinion is the Dora
swinging one.
Milaje. Everybody else is kind of trash. Oh, but Black Widow was pretty hot.
What about Doctor Strange? His
But-
outfit looked pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, he
this
looks
isn't
fine.
bad. Wanda's pretty good too.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I've seen some people be walking around at Comic Cons, even here in San
Yeah.
Antonio, with fucking crazy awesome
Totally,
Iron Man
Dean.
outfits. It's like, what
There
the
was
fuck
a
is
guy
this?
in San Antonio that had a really good Joaquin Phoenix Joker. I don't know if you know.
It's cool.
Yikes.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
The cool.
Yeah, I've seen his.
It's like top tier.
If you know, you know.
cosplay.
But yeah,
Speaking,
Real
Go
quick,
ahead.
the coolest park things I've seen is the Transformer Megatron, where he's like talking crap to all the, like the kids and stuff. I don't know
oh,
if
that
you've
one's
ever seen.
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
probably the coolest like costume. They can't do something. I think they could do something
Thanos.
somewhat on that level, but anyways.
There you go. Jesus Christ. Speaking of cosplay, JND released the photos of their light Harry Potter, the Golden Trio figures. These are, I believe, they're limited to 3,000 quantity, and the retail price, I believe, is $300. And I will be honest, I'm not really loving it. I do think their Hermione is better than the in-art one. The in-art updated one. I think the original in-art I think is still the best. But I think for sure their Harry Potter is worse. And I definitely think that their Ron is really bad. I think it was Badfish put the Mad, the front page, I don't know what his name is, but the Mad cartoon character. And I can't unsee that. I will say though, as far as animals go, I think the owl here is fantastic. I think that might be the best 1/6 animal that we've seen yet, even including Hot Toys. But yeah, these are their light figures. Again, these are meant to be a more price accessible versions of the characters. Here's the Ron here. I don't really love it, to be honest. You do get Scabbers, which is kind of cool. And I also don't remember the chessboard being that big in the movie, but I've seen
Dude,
it
it was
recently.
big
I
enough
thought
for
they
them to
walked on
stand
the
on.
chessboard.
No. No. In the movie, well, yeah, in the movie they kind of hint that Ron's really good at chess, so he's playing chess at the table.
Yeah, there's
in a few scenes, but
normal size version.
Ginger
Yeah.
needs something.
and then here's the Hermione, which I think probably suffers the most from the sculpted hair. But I do think it's interesting if you zoom in on the knees. They gave her it looks like jointed knees, but they're I think a little more well done than the original in art version. And you do also get her cat, which I don't believe appears in the first film. At any rate, these are the 3 photos comparing the in art and the JND. And boy, I really think the in art Hermione is a huge step back, quality wise. I don't think it looks like the actress at all. Dean, big Harry Potter fan that you are, what do you think about this?
You know, credit where credit's due. The
God damn,
price
JB
point.
hit 9,000 subs in
Nice.
8 days. Look at that. Look at that. Congratulations, JB.
Congrats.
Love to see it.
Yeah, the price point is actually really surprising. $300 each. I thought for sure they were gonna pull their fucking usual shit. That being said, I still think that's too much. I don't like these. Like the likenesses. Well, the Hermione likeness is pretty good, but the hair on Hermione, atrocious. The likeness on Ron and Harry, not good. It's just really weird looking. But I mean, I don't know. Like the inner ones are good too, but And I guess that's a licensing thing, but it's like, fuck, man, we just saw these characters. I don't want to talk about them again. This is so boring. Like, I want to be excited and wowed. Like, holy shit, look at what JND's doing, and they keep fucking doing the same shit as everyone else. I feel like I'm really hard on JND, but it's like, fuck, man. Like, show me something worth getting excited over. The price point is kind of the only thing I have positive to say about these. Like, if you missed one of the characters from InArt, or you didn't get the sculpted versions of, or you got the sculpted versions of one and then Hermione only came in rooted, that might mess up your display or something. I guess getting these all with sculpted hair is it cheaper? Or the InArt's more expensive?
The InArts, I think they're. You're talking about between. I don't think InArt. Let me check real quick.
InArt comes with those awesome dioramas though too that you got to factor in.
You're not wrong, but you're paying.
I don't think they did a sculpted Hermione, right?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think they only. Give me 1 second.
Because there's some people that didn't get the Harry because for whatever
Harry,
reason, and then they announced the other two, and they're like, "Fuck! Now we can't get Harry because he was already gone."
So these are. Oh, never mind. That's Toys Apollo. Just kidding. Yeah, they did have a sculpt. I don't think they had a sculpted Hermione though.
They did,
but they are at least the core. I don't. We can't see the prices because we're not in overseas. But I believe they were more expensive. Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of the only thing is.
Spec Fiction
cheaper,
has it.
They don't
Let's
look
see,
as good.
Let me see if I can find it on Spec Fiction.
Yeah, so obviously we don't know what the conversations with the license holders are, but Dean, you're so right that they keep doing what other people are doing, and it's just not setting them apart from the competition. And in some ways, they're doing it worse, and that's just even worse look. It's like, why didn't you make older versions of these characters? Now, maybe Warner Brothers wouldn't allow them to do it, but it seems like a weird place for them to be like, no, we're just doing the young. Sorry, you can't have licenses for the older versions. It's like, at least then you could have separated yourself. You could have made it from, the final 2 films or something along those lines to at least say we're doing something different. But as it stands, like, now we just have to sit here and compare 2 very expensive versions of figures that I'm still not sure which, any of these SKUs who they are for. But yeah, JND just is not putting their best foot forward, and I just don't see any longevity for their business plan until they come out with something original or like actually nail one figure. They've yet to do that as well. So I just all these feel really DOA.
I hate having a difference of opinion because people always say it's just for the sake of having a difference of opinion.
That's why we love you, though.
I think that the Ron and Hermione for JND look better than the InArt. I think Harry's InArt looks better, though. Now looking at them side by side like this, I think the InArt sculpt or paint for Ron looks kind of dead. I think JND did a better job capturing
I could see
that face that he makes. I could just see
skin tone.
Yeah. Also, I think Ron has more of that flush in his skin tone. Like, the other one kind of looks dead.
Ginger.
Yeah, exactly. And Hermione, I don't think InArt is bad. I don't think any of InArts are bad, but something just looks more lively about Hermione's as well. Which I really like in 1/6 scale, especially because, like, people have said a lot that, like, figures can look dead on the shelf, and I feel like JND's, those 2 at least, like, really bring life to it. But that being said, like, I don't know the price difference between the 2, so if I knew that and I really wanted these, I'd probably just go InArt. But I do think these are better. At least the Ron and the Hermione sculpts are better than any other 1/6 figure we've seen from JND so far. I think Harry needs work, but
yeah,
the other ones look good.
On the pricing, what I'm seeing here on Reddit is the retail price was about $482 for the rooted for the InArt. Obviously, this comparison is with the sculpted. $303 for the sculpted for Harry. And
Okay,
on
so
OSK it says
comparable.
the rooted was $5.95, so they're about $300. I am trying to just double check the OSK price, but their site is buggy.
I will say I do like the JND's hair sculpt on Harry because you can actually see his little thunderbolt.
Oh, that's what, Dean? That's actually an excellent point.
Yeah, because you can't even get a hint of it on the NR one.
Just like the pants prints.
Yeah.
Well, the man was all pants.
They're supposed to all be the first movie as well, right? For JND?
So interesting.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the Philosopher's Stone branding on the graphic, but I believe on the Facebook post it does say that it is from the Philosopher's Stone.
Because they
We'll
almost
check that as well.
all
People are
look a
saying they look
little
like the second
older.
movie.
Yeah, like it almost could be even
double check.
Chamber of Secrets, almost. Like
Well, you said the
believe that
cat
is the
wasn't
second.
in the first movie.
Here we go. Let's double check.
I was gonna say Harry. If you go back to the sculpts when you're done there,
Trying to
the
10 things
ha-
right now.
I can still make my point. Harry definitely looks like the in art is from the first movie, and the JND he looks they're capturing different ages. I feel like I was gonna say because his eyes
instead of
change.
9 here, he's 10. Oh,
Well, no,
gee,
his
thanks.
eyes are much different in the first movie than when he gets older. I feel like the JND one is capturing an older eyes of Harry Potter. Meanwhile, Ron looks like way too old in the JND one to me. He looks like an 80-year-old and an 80-year-old version of Ron almost for some reason.
It looks like a caricature.
It's too droopy.
I do completely agree with Eddie though. The tone.
The
I would
yeah,
say
the
Yeah, the
paint.
it could be the
tone's
lighting.
really
It could be
good.
the
The
lighting,
paint
but
seems better,
the
yeah.
paint. Yeah, you're 100%
But
right, Eddie.
Harry's older there. Like he's not the in art one. I'm looking at pictures sorry on my other screen, and he's much younger in the first movie where his nose is different and his eye line is a bit different in the first movie. But when he gets older, J&D has captured the older version of Harry. I think it's very good. But yeah, in art is stepped backwards severely because the J&D one is much better on Hermione. Sorry, in art step backwards on Hermione.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. So for what it's worth, on their official Facebook page, these are listed at $312, 5,000 edition size, and so it's a correction from a few minutes ago, and they are listed as being from the Sorcerer's or Philosopher's Stone. So those, Jesus Christ. Someone put this picture from SNL as the reference for Harry Potter.
No, gosh.
Jesus Christ. Wow, that's pretty fucking good, honestly.
That's Sherry O'Terry. No, that's not Sherry O'Terry.
As weird as it sounds, let me double check. I don't believe
And they did the jointed knees on.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's a
J&D.
better photo of it. Oh, here we go. Let's
Is that base a sticker?
No, it looks three-dimensional. So these
Go
are the
back a photo.
She
hang
break
on,
her
these
leg?
are almost like the Harley Quinn.
Yeah, it's three-dimensional.
They're all three-dimensional. They're figures.
What kind of
No,
stickers
the-
do you use, my guy?
No,
the-
go back to one with the bases.
The base.
I think it's the other direction.
These look pretty good from certain angles, though.
Well, maybe it's
Yeah,
a
we all look
carpet.
good from certain angles.
Wow.
Fuck, I don't look good from all angles. I'll tell you that much, America.
I don't like the tailoring as much.
There.
as in art.
Oh,
It's like peeling up, but I think it's a carpet on like the back edge.
yeah, the
Yeah.
edge. I will say, I actually really, maybe I might be a fan. I actually like this base style. I think it's very classy looking. Not to say that the inner one isn't, but
You're classy looking.
damn, I don't know. I'm actually kind of getting sold on these.
Dude, the pictures are
I
well
like,
shot.
I like the J&D
Also-
ones, but yeah, they're...
Oh, well, don't want to do that. I think it's a very interesting choice. I'm not saying it's the wrong choice, but I think if you're J&D and you just saw Inar get put through the ringer for the Hermione's, to double down and kind of go through with that. I do
It's
understand
almost
this
like
is
they're
meant
not
to be a
listening to
budget
anything
figure.
that the community is saying, though. Like they don't
Marco, you
care.
But they
fucking
never
guy.
do.
I think that's a smart thing to say, Marco. I don't know. The Hermione's not like well, they don't have. They actually are. They are making that rooted version, but I could see a world in which someone bought, if they scale correctly, if someone bought the in-art Harry Potter, and then I would say the in-art Ron, and then sculpted versions, and then went with the JND sculpted Hermione. I could see that being, if the soft goods are comparable, I could see that being a thing, because I really do not like the Hermione portrait, the new one. I think it's so bad that I think it could give people cause for pause to pick up the trio.
How bad
I don't like
is
it at
it?
all.
That'd be a good fucking.
Is that a
segment.
joke or
The
have you not
cause
seen
for
it?
pause?
No,
Yeah, I
that
see
was
it
a
all the
joke.
time. Oh, okay, I was like, I
gonna
can pull it
say-
up if you need to see it, because it don't look like Hermione. I'll say that much.
The first one was so good too.
looks like
Their
a
first.
mongrel.
It was so
version.
fucking good. You're right.
I don't know what they
Hermione.
changed or why they
Hermione.
changed.
Hermione.
Oh no! Don't!
That was amazing.
Hermione.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you guys got that. Let's move on. Punk rock. I'm just kidding. Rock and roll legend / I was gonna make a joke, but then I decided against it. By So Toys and Wincy Studios. This is
Punk
not their
rock.
first. I was gonna say punk rock Abe Lincoln, but then I was like, well, he's a rocker. But then I was like, I don't know that anyone would like that joke, so I had to pull it back. I'm a big fan of the real leather, genuine leather, as they say. Big fan.
Genuine.
And honestly, Jedi Master, I can drop the link for you. Honestly, I think that the JND Studio stuff is really solid. The JND collab stuff, I think it's really good. And I have never owned it, but I have friends that own it that vouch for the quality. And goddamn, that link looks terrible. But apparently that's the link they put on their website. So do with that what you will. Yeah, I'm not going to buy this, but, I think there are certain rock legends that if they made, I could see that being a gift. My dad's a big rock music fan. Yeah, this is cool. I like this. I like this a lot. I think, Eddie, you've had some of their musician stuff, right?
Yeah,
I want to see.
I've had all of them
the Bob
except for
Marley?
Freddie Mercury, and they're all amazing. So I'm glad
Yeah,
to see
okay,
they're
so you're the
continuing
expert.
the line.
Then he sold them all at half price.
That was a
We're gonna sell you at half price.
we wouldn't get much. Half of zero.
He's already discount Ben Thomas.
Canadians
So.
paying funny money, dude. You ain't getting
How
shit.
dare you?
Jeez.
Paid in Looney Tunes.
Where's your Doritos shirt?
Wow.
In the laundry.
I'll give you a
It'll be ready. It'll be ready for next week.
of Timbits and a large coffee to go for that young boy you got there.
Jeez, it got
So
turned-
it's
took a
just
dark
what?
Is that Dr. Disrespect on the line?
Wow.
Say, what are you talking about?
It looks good. I'm glad that they're. I love Guns N' Roses, man. So Slash is awesome. And it's probably a character that like in art wouldn't do. I don't know. He's not niche, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's still
You're
cool
correct,
that they're
Jedi
doing.
Master.
I don't know, man. They did Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but
But
Slash.
yeah, they'd probably do
Ah,
more of a
fuck.
front
Yeah.
man.
MJ is such a in a
Well, Slash
different
isn't a
tier.
pedophile, so.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy cow.
I don't know, dude. Guns N' Roses, bro.
Oh, fuck, I dropped
But
it.
Guns
yeah,
N'
I feel-
Roses, yeah.
I feel
Insane.
like they would do the front man, not the guitarist. But I mean, Slash is famous as shit, so
The fact
I
that
don't know.
Charlie the Unicorn named a Motley Crue song for Slash is making me even more mad at his comments today.
Wow.
Did
Is
he
that-
ever guitar for them? He didn't only
No.
play for Guns N' Roses.
I don't think so, but
Ooh,
now
Eddie,
you're making me
hold on.
second guess my.
Careful now.
Wait, hang
You
on.
can
Yeah,
just
that's
swallow
why I
it
was
to be
like,
able to
I'm
buy
not
this
gonna
He
say
figure.
it because I
definitely
don't
fucking
know.
didn't. No, he didn't. They're all still alive. They're all still alive.
Slash is alive.
No, I mean Motley Crue. Why would he?
Oh.
Yeah.
But
Well,
they
well, 'cause-
do.
Yeah, people
Hang on.
rotate in and out of bands.
Don't fuck
Hang
with
on.
me, D.
Hang on, let's double check the tape.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Here we go.
So it is true, though,
Dr.
that you need to be
Feelgood.
able to name 5 songs, right, to buy this
Because
figure.
the Motley
100%.
British, right? Because Slash is a British guy.
Motley Crue is not British.
Oh, they're not? Okay.
No.
It sounds like a British. The Motley Crue!
Yeah, they're
Wait.
posers.
I don't believe he did.
Okay.
And you guys keep saying Guns N'
Eddie,
Roses,
you
but I
can
don't
roast
see
the
either of
fuck out
those.
of him.
I got scared.
Hang on, I don't know.
I
for
just
sure,
didn't
though.
want you to misspeak. Yeah, I was like, I don't fucking know.
There
I feel
are
like he's just, like,
there are
featured with them, probably,
claims
yeah.
that Motley Crue ripped it off. Dr. Feelgood was directly lifted. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Hang on, from Guns N' Jesus Christ! Whoever wrote this blog can't fucking write anything.
Wow, now they're
it's
on
a blog,
you, Zach.
so I don't know.
They
If,
said Slash is
Slash is born.
I didn't say
in
Slash was
Hampstead.
British. I don't know jack shit about Slash.
Isn't
I'm
he?
not-
He's 100% British. He's born in England.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure he's British.
Now,
Does that mean you're British though? I think now there's a big revolt over there.
I don't know.
You know, yeah, he's a British American.
He's a Brit?
Oi.
Maybe he's
where
got
was he
dual
born?
citizenship.
He was born in Hampstead, London.
He
I
has
didn't think
dual.
this is where this was gonna go.
He's dual citizen.
Anyway, yeah, back
Great
to
figure of
back
Howard
to the
Stern
topic.
is amazing.
DJ.
That's hilarious. But yeah, I've always said, I think all of us have kind of maintained, like, dude, more fucking
He is a dual
music,
citizen, by the way.
music icons, like, that's cool. This is really cool. I guess, yeah, we got, how many musicians have we gotten over the past, like, year? Like 4?
It's been probably about 6 total.
Yeah,
maybe not
so
through
that's
the year, but
that's really cool. But yeah, I could definitely see someone else doing Slash. But yeah, So Toys, they've been pretty consistently putting out decent stuff. I know they've had a few hits and or a few misses, but I would say like maybe like 70-30, maybe 80-20 is hit or miss, you know? So, yeah, I think this is super cool if you're super into Slash.
And, you know, I grew up more on rap and hip hop. I'm kind of waiting for more, you know, figures along those lines. Like,
Like
I'd
a
love to see
Biggie?
Tupac, Dr. Dre, Biggie, right? Like, kind of in that, you know, 90s era. I think that would be like really awesome. So hopefully, I've seen some customs before, and I'm sure there's third parties that I'm not familiar with, but I'd love to see So tackle some rap artists. Rap artist sounds weird, but yeah, some rap icons.
Some rapists.
Rapists. There you go.
Rapists,
That's the
there
one.
you
Wow. I don't think.
Like a young, like if you're a young rapist.
Wow.
I'm not gonna
Very talented rappers.
Parks and Rec, he's like, what do these two people have in common? And Jerry's like, oh, I know. They're both rapists. And it's like, no, Jerry. Oh, fuck.
12-inch Moose Stream, I bought Kurt Cobain today from Brother Cousins. Very cool. I want that figure so bad. I do.
Only for real
bad
collectors.
do you
Sorry,
want
bro.
Do you have it?
No, it's a
I
joke.
was
Yeah.
gonna say half off, I guess.
Does anyone else think sometimes, man?
No, I don't.
Imagine the stench of that hat. It's gotta stink, right?
I think he puts LSD in it. to
He's
get
had
high
that
while
thing
he
for
plays.
fucking how many years?
He probably lines the rim with LSD.
I know. I
So
know
when he sweats,
Hendrix
it
used to
gets
do
into
that.
his-
Yeah,
his-
that's why I was saying.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But this is cool. I saw him live a couple of times, and he's actually pretty good live. But are the pants leather too? Is it just the jacket?
Looks like pants.
Genuine
I would
leather
hope
is
it's
what
the
they say.
pants too, because otherwise those you would
That's
think. they have,
outfit, so I would.
Yeah,
think
that's what I was
the whole
thinking.
thing, but I don't know.
But yeah, more musician figures is always cool, and yeah, not on my list, but cool figure.
There we go. Let's see. I think we've touched them all tonight as far as figures go. Ba-ba-da-ba. Remember, you get 15% off your in-stock items and full pay pre-orders with code CW at collectorzone.com. Be sure to check out some coverage of the StatueCon convention that they just had recently. I think there's a bunch of great YouTubers that went out there, and there's tons of great footage from the event. Let's see here. We have just one thing today in the junk drawer. Dean, I think it's so cool, but you and I did a team builder, 2 streams, because there was I think it was just another Friday night, or Marco's stream was in the middle there.
Yeah.
And we built, I felt like it was too on the nose to make like collecting weekly team. And so Bumblebees has always been something, obviously our colors are black and yellow and white. And so we made our team in the game, the auxiliary tech Bumblebees, and it has been downloaded almost 7,600 times when I checked earlier. Dang. On NCAA. It's the top of the community creations, and when I checked it earlier, it was the 5th top rated school, custom school in the game. And some of the ones that were downloaded more, they were like from really, really, really big YouTubers, or like one was, I think, like a Blue Mountain State team. So like something a little bit with a very big brand attached to it already. So that was really cool. So if you play NCAA Football 2025 and you see the Bumblebees on your home screen for the download center, give them a download. Let us know what you think about them. Dean and I worked for probably about 6 or 7 hours total, because we worked off stream as well. And I think we came up with something really cool. And we've been streaming a Dynasty with them. We just won the championship on Saturday night. It was really fucking cool. I played probably the worst game I've ever played in my entire life.
Dude.
My defense backed me up big time.
I was about to say, my friend messaged me. He's like, "Hey, good luck in your game right now. I'm gonna watch it." And I didn't see his message, and so later on I was like, "Oh, that wasn't me playing. It's my buddy Zach." He's like, "Oh, good, because he fucking sucks."
What the fuck? How did I suck? I call amazing defense. How dare you?
I don't know, but
who's that friend? Let me know who that
send you a
friend is. I'm about
screenshot.
to whoop his ass in the game.
Fucking hilarious. I laughed so hard.
First off, I will say this: in the game, when you're playing a better team, they're not like just a little better. They're like way fucking better.
Yeah.
And on defense, Georgia has a star running back, a star quarterback, and their whole offensive line is all star players. I couldn't do jack shit to their quarterback the entire game. And on defense, they were just getting so much pass rush, I couldn't really do anything about it. And the way that you do some of the plays are kind of weird. And it just, like, you have to make decisions really before you're ready. And so, yeah, not my finest game, but we got the W, and that's all that matters. So defense wins championships, baby. Let's see.
What difficulty are you playing on, though? That's the better question.
I'm playing on the second one. I've tried the third one, but it's real hard. And I think it's because I don't have that much football knowledge. I saw Marco try to put our dynasty, or because we're doing an Ox League, so if you want to play with us, by the way. Marco said it to Heisman or whatever the next one, and I was like, nah, bro.
No, varsity. Varsity's too easy, honestly. We got to go Heisman, baby.
Wow, Marco's gonna smash you when
I think
he
the
plays
next
you.
is All American, right? It's not Heisman.
I don't recall. I think it's varsity All American Heisman. There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not doing All American. I'm out if that's the case. I want to have fun when I play Marco. I don't want to get fucking shit on for an hour every time I play. But anyways,
varsity will be good.
Yeah. Anyways, varsity actually gets pretty good games though. If we're doing cupcake teams, tier 5 teams.
Does it? If you're playing against another player, does it really matter what the difficulty set out?
Yes, because you're only controlling one player on the field. So the other 10 players will be at that other difficulty.
Yeah, how hard it is to tackle or
see,
and so on.
And apparently JND just released some photos. Do I really want to talk more about Harry Potter right now? We'll do it. We'll have to do it next week. Let's see, JND Studios. Let's see. I feel like, oh boy.
You know what we need, actually? You guys need to do like a tournament bracket where it's just
I don't know about this.
Whoever has this game do tournaments. Oh no.
Boy, that's
bro,
rough,
he's got
bro.
the upper lip of an 80-year-old woman, dude.
Dude, this
What's
is
the bags under his eyes?
What's up, well as this?
It looks more like that picture you guys.
That
from
Hermione
SNL.
looks pretty good.
Yeah, the Hermione looks good.
He's too old looking, Harry. He needs to be younger.
What is that?
Like I said, he's like 70 or 80 years old. What the
He's
fuck?
see-through.
I take it back.
Not too late to change your take your opinion back, Yeti. That's okay.
I never
It's
noticed
still
he
the
had a
same show,
lazy
it
eye
counts.
like that.
Walker, you can switch control to any player, but regardless of how many players you're controlling, there's still a number of characters on the field that you're not playing as at once. Or a number of players.
Dude, that doesn't look like fucking.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell that looks
This
like.
isn't an original thought, but someone said that he looks like the guy from Mad Magazine, and especially in these pictures, he.
Hey,
totally
look, she's
does.
got
Oh,
now.
that's funny.
Zach said that earlier.
Wow.
He looks better in this photo, to be honest. But
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Harry Potter looks fucking
what's his
awful,
name?
bro. I don't like that at all.
No, he's too old looking. Him and
Alfred
Ron
E.
look too
Newman.
old.
Is
There
the
we go,
mad-
Dean.
The mad character's name.
Oh, the one
Yeah,
where
they
they're
all
all
look
three.
old.
I feel like they gave him a really broad chin, and
Yeah, the
I
smile's
guess he
creepy.
kind of does a little bit, but I mean, it seems much more pronounced in the figure. Like his chin's not that big.
Big?
He's got a fucking crimson chin on this fucking release.
Oh, so there is another version that's the Quidditch version, though.
Well, hang on, we can get there in a second.
I know. I'm just saying, pointing it out.
I mean, is this chin better in the Quidditch version?
Are his eyes that green?
It's at least different from what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool
do
though
like
that you get the one big base.
diorama. Yeah, I like that. I actually do like that a lot. And you get one sorting hat, which I think is interesting. Yeah, his
Jesus.
chin's very
Damn.
broad.
Bro,
That's tough,
they're
bro.
old looking.
The bags and the eyes are the worst part for Harry. And the hairline, it's like too wispy. It looks strange the way they've taken that picture.
Yeah, it looks like your hairline.
How dare you.
Jesus Christ. All right, so here's the.
Mine does not look like that. How dare you?
Hang on. Let's check
How
the tape.
fucking dare you?
Oh, bad.
Hell no.
Damn, Badfish has got a fucking nice
I've never
chin.
felt so bad for you than I
A
do
nice
now.
chin.
Badfish, you got a beautiful chin.
I
never
didn't know
seen
I
you
had a
this, bro.
nice chin.
Dude, you got
Oh,
a fucking, you look
Badfish.
like the crimson chin. I love
Speaking of
it.
which, you got to see
Chinfish.
Chris this weekend.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
that will
okay.
be. I wanted
Hold
to send
up,
pictures,
they might be
but
cooking
that will
a
be
little
on
bit.
small talk.
They
so.
might be cooking a little bit with this
It's
version.
at least different,
I don't
right?
like the
Outfit's cool,
portrait,
the
but
sculpt,
the
yeah,
outfit
still.
is and the snitch, bro. If only they found a way to make that a floating magnet, right, Marco?
There you go. One of these days, someone will crack the code. But bro, lead with
Sculpt.
this. This
He's
is at
too
least something
old.
interesting.
Yeah, this
And it's
is. I'm
different.
excited to talk about.
This
grass.
is
Look
cool. Well,
at
we're
the
talking about it
grass,
right now. I'm not talking about this next week. So
No,
Get it
no,
all
that's
out.
what I'm saying. Like what I was complaining about earlier. This is like
this
fuck yeah,
is
let's talk
nice.
about this.
I like this. Damn, we completely 180. And if, dude,
The grass stand. Is
I
nice,
like
it.
the way these gloves fit these hands.
Yeah, they're like.
I'm
on
sure they're
it.
just sculpted in, but normally gloves look awful. This looks like a human hand in a glove. Like I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Came 180. 180.
wa- yeah.
I forgot that meme.
Math. Yo, Eddie was like just going all the way. One thing.
The portrait is so bad.
Nope, that's not
It's-
this movie. Never mind. We're good here. We're good here. Man, I like this a lot. This is
do
cool.
like it.
Now,
I feel
the
like-
question is, they don't show it here, but the broom, yeah, it does, has the Nimbus 2000 logo. That's cool.
Oh,
We
it's
should
got
show
to.
that a little
Yeah,
bit better. You can see the gold. It's
it's a
the
gold,
gold text.
writing. It has to be.
Damn, that's really cool.
Nimbus
I'd-
3000.
I think when you look at this at the macro level, like all together, I think this looks pretty good. It's very jarring seeing this portrait like this.
The bags
I do
aren't
think
as
the chin
bad
is
here.
too broad, though. Is it a different sculpt?
This looks.
also
like,
really like
because
the
he's not
scar.
smiling here. He's got a different. There
Oh,
he's
you're
smiling,
right.
and
Yeah,
he's not
this
smiling
I like
also.
this portrait much better.
Do you?
There are things
looks
I
like his
still
mug
don't like
shot.
about it.
It's a Azkaban shot, bro.
It's less uncanny. for
I
sure.
do like the
Serious
more
black.
serious look. Like, hey, like when you're playing football, you're not fucking running around all smiles, right? You're there
Playing
to
football, eh?
get
I don't know,
shit
some-
done.
Oi,
Someone happy might.
But yeah,
Zach was running around all smiles until you told him he sucked. Now he
I didn't say he
First
sucks.
off, at the moment, I'm 2-0 against other Ox players. So if your man wants to catch this fade,
dang.
We need a tournament. We need an Ox tournament. We need it.
But,
To be
we're
fair,
trying to
though,
play a
one of those.
dynasty, but you bitches aren't writing back in the damn chat.
Come on, bro. Join in. To be fair, one of those people is Fern. He probably didn't even realize what game you were playing until like second half, anyways. So.
Fern thought we were playing FIFA. No, actually, Fern was quite good. I barely
Why
pulled
is
it
his
off at
hair
the end.
gray?
That's a great point.
Yeah,
too.
that's the hair's off for sure.
It might be maybe the lighting.
He has some serious black hair.
The eyebrows
play the
look
clip.
really good though. Like they look like
they
actual
rooted?
hair.
Oh wow,
No
that's cool.
way.
Because are those rooted eyebrows?
The eyebrows look good though.
You can kind of see it, maybe over the glasses here.
You could zoom in on that pic.
Oh, can you really?
Enhance.
Oh wow, I didn't know you could do this. Well, hang on, I got some pages I need to look at before we get back to this.
I don't think they're.
Be gone for a few minutes. Bro,
They look
might
good
be.
though.
Well, maybe not.
That looks
doesn't look-
sculpted to me, but good painted, well painted.
No, it might.
Oh, and the scar looks good here.
The scar looks real.
It looks rooted to me at least on the right side of the right.
Like
his left
here
eyebrow.
it looks rooted, and here it looks painted. But that might be rooted because I don't know.
What's the?
Well, ask Will. He'll get one ASAP, right?
Jesus Christ.
I don't think he works with JND, but
Oh damn.
Okay, JND, if you're looking for people to work with, send me one of
That's
these.
right.
I'll take back.
we've
my
never
yikes
said
comment
anything
on
bad
the
about y'all.
Yeah, let me go delete my
Zach
yikes
has
comment
it.
real quick.
Do you?
Oh, I did. I commented yikes on the first picture.
Oh,
JND stock is up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, JND stock is up, baby.
Again, just do something different though. If InArt did this, I feel like
Oh,
I'd maybe
fuck.
consider this
They
version.
fucked up though. The Quidditch
200
version is limited.
pieces?
200
What the
pieces.
fuck? They keep
God
fucking up.
damn it.
Stock is down. Stock is back
Stock is
down.
crashing. Crashing
Jesus.
again.
They
But
were
how many of
actually
these are they
excited about it, and they're like,
How many of these
"Fuck
are they
you."
realistically selling anyways though, right?
He
Like
looks bored.
maybe 200 only
201.
anyways. Yeah.
Do they have a
You
better
know what?
picture
It
of
looks like
the
shit. I
Nimbus?
hate it.
Okay, so they don't. The
'Cause
one thing
kickstand looked like it was not correct.
we'll get there.
I
back
saw
in
the
1 second.
gold kickstand. Is that what you're talking about?
Or the shape.
The shape.
Okay, we'll get there in a second. I do think that it would have been nice. Let me double check if it does or doesn't. I think it's cool that you get the snitch wrapped up. I think it would have been cool if it had, because it doesn't look like this when it's flying. The wings are like, it would have been cool if it had a some sort of effect where it looked like it was flying, but I'm not quite sure what that would look like. That's probably the best look you're gonna get. Excuse me, at the handle.
I think Dean is right. I remember it having more of a.
I thought they were
curve.
bulkier. The
Yeah,
handle, or-
longer.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's got a
Nimbus
really weird shape to it.
Yeah.
3000
Because it
replica.
also,
Has more angles too, no?
yeah, not only do you put your feet on it when you're flying, but when you have the broom, you could it's used as like a kickstand. So it almost looks like
It goes very
So-
low down. Yeah.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, I do think you're correct. This is the Cine Replicas one,
Yeah.
and that's the kickstand.
There you go.
Jesus Christ, that's the kickstand that they have there.
Ooh.
That's the logo.
Yeah,
Does it
it's
have
pretty-
these three little?
Because it's where they put
does
the
have-
feet to ride
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I think it might fold up though. I will say that I believe that it can retract.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good call out, Dean. I didn't even.
It
notice
looks
that.
like it folds. It just doesn't look like it's the right shape.
Yeah, I think you're
Yeah.
right.
But I feel like that's a pretty.
Nah, bro. That price, you got to get it right. Pants
You know what I'm
200.
saying? Like, I feel like that would be a very obvious thing for them to get right. So it might just be the angles of the photos we're not getting, because
It does look like here. Let me.
They said, "F it, we're only making 200. No one's gonna notice."
That's what
We'll
I
do it
noticed,
live.
bro.
They should have made
Do it live.
2,000. The Nimbus 2000. Come on.
That would have been pretty smart. I think you're right. I don't think it folds like it does on the film.
That means
It
they
does
folded.
look odd. Well, because also, okay, hang on. Now that I'm starting to see the cracks a little bit here. Hang on. Let me.
Damn, you're only starting
starting
to
to
see
s-
this crack.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
Stock is in flux.
Hang on. This is a dark timeline. Yeah, this is correct.
I can't handle this. Do we
So-
like this company or not?
I don't know. Okay, I don't know. So when he rides, I guess I was wrong.
When he rides,
I guess I don't understand how the
real
room
good?
works. So it looks like his legs go, like, rest on the his feet don't rest on there. His legs rest on there. But in all the pictures, they have him like doing this action, which isn't correct. His legs should be further down, and his shins should be resting on that little stand. Right? Am I seeing that right? Like, it does look like it goes down quite a bit. Let me see if I can find another photo, a better photo. But in some of the older films, or not the older, but when he's older, he does put his feet on there. But yeah, you can see it's almost like you have the gold here. Here, let me. God damn it!
My eyes don't work so good.
I know. I'm trying. Let's see. Oh my god! What the hell is that?
Hey man, they could have done some really cool stuff with like.
Here we go.
Different teams as well from different houses.
Not at
putting the snitch in his mouth. Pause.
Oh yeah, like
God,
hooks
So
around
you
his
could see.
shins.
Yeah, it like hooks. Yeah, it's not. I thought it was his feet that go there. It's his shin.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I think
Wow.
I've seen him. He
This
might
was
do both.
quite
Both when he's like standing
Sounds like a job
differently on
for
it.
Zach's Wonderland.
Well, he was older in that, so he's like much taller. So maybe when he's a
Yeah.
little kid.
No,
Holy
this
fuck.
this scene that you're correct on that, but in some of these photos he's
A little kid.
yeah, he's a little kid, I think, at least. I don't know. We'll have to check the tape.
This is a chance for I hate to say it, but in art to make more of these and make the broom properly, and then we can talk about it too.
It sounds like Broomgate to me.
Wow.
We gotta do this.
I'm sorry.
Unless the figures have just sold so poorly that they're done with this line, yeah, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't make this version.
Yeah, it's just that price has pushed so many people away.
I mean, theoretically, this wouldn't come with the diorama, so they could make it a bit cheaper. You know,
When has a
We'll
company
see.
ever made things cheaper, Marco?
if you're
Especially
subtracting
JND.
pieces of it, yeah, you would think. Sorry, I don't mean
Until
J&D
Hogwarts.
specifically. I'm talking about in art, answering and making a version of this.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, very good point.
Here,
I
what's
give
up,
him a
Big
point.
Rib? Oh. Let's see, Dean. We have some people to thank. Oh, boom, boom. There we go.
Boom, boom, boom. Everybody say
just
way
like
ho. Give a quick
Hey,
shout out to our Patreonies, the sweet, beautiful angels. Captain Fordo, Ian CV, Renee Mendes, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, King Louis, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Equan, Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, David Jones, Sam Guest, Joao Bretta, Thomas Clark, Eric Switzer, Six Guns Figs, Billy Badfish, Joe Chet Beeks Corpus, Luke Skywalker, Sweet Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen, sorry. Oh my God.
Got him.
I was in the past. Deanie Martin, Big Ol' Fern, Caesar Marquardt, Mark Phillips, Lisa Martin Bomonsky, Victor Gregorio, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Alad Morgan, Tu Carthree, Wad, Derek B, Aries Portillo, Alvin J, Mario Delgado, Aurelius Delgado, Toy Cartel, Sith Scale Collector, Jared Gagney. I don't know if I'm saying that properly. Alberto
Let us know, Jared.
Cortez.
Might be Gagne.
Oh, could be.
Gagne West.
Stop it, Dean. Jesus Christ.
Big
Shout out to
Weed.
the mud season.
Trevor Weed? Wait, Jared's on here twice.
What the hell? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's there
Oh,
after
damn it.
Trevor
I
Reed.
added it. Damn it, my bad. I'll fix
Yeah,
that.
we know you added it twice.
I added it and then I added it again. What does a man do?
Hey, at least you're thorough. Matt Clevenger, Dalmaton, Stephen Purchett, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Stephen Maria Stanley, Eddie Manzanares, Louis Bennett, Chip Parent, Exodus, Abe Dunk TV, and Gigi, the Judgmental. Sweet Angels. Jared, you got a bunch of shout outs this week, so I'm not going to give them to you next week or the week after. No,
I'm going to put his name on there 3 times next week.
Yeah, just in different spots.
Yeah. Let's see. The July August Patreon benefits going out soon. I need to get with Dean. He's selling me a Deadpool for a bottom barrel price. Can't believe
That's
the price
not
he
true.
gave me. Yep. What a guy. I couldn't believe when he said the price.
I couldn't believe when you said the price.
I can't believe what you said either. I was like, bro, that's half the new figure. At any rate, we have the BG3 and the nice crit sticker. In September, we also have the long requested. We talked about a great cosplayer locally, the Ox Joker sticker, and Badfish somehow willed this into fruition. But the Dark Timeline sticker for September, October. These the September, October ones with ships ever released.
I said it one time and then it just took off.
No. Not only do you say it one time, then you said it 7 more times. The same show. And then you continue to say it since then. So no, you have not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said it today.
I
He says
only,
it at least once a day.
I only say it when necessary now. Equan is the true arbiter of the Dark Timeline. He knows what's truly a Dark Timeline.
Yep. Trevor says we got his name correct. Thank you, Trevor, for the support, buddy. We love you. Let's see here. Joining the Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/collectingweekly. You get, you should get stickers sent straight to your door. We've been a bit slow on that. My apologies. It's a weird time of the year for me. But we'll get those stickers sent out and we'll get back on track. We have the Sweet Angel tier with the Patreon swag sent to your door, the Certified Crispy, and the What a Guy, which is the Pog Deluxe set and doubles all the stickers we send. Taking a look at our YouTube channel members, we have Absolute Irwin, Alvin J, Andrew Kibo, Benjamin Hansen, Big Ol' Fern, Bob Dylan, CC3PO, Chris V, CT603, DJ Daminator, Doc Smizzle, Equan, Fat Batman, Gare Bear, Good Old Sposhka, Gotham Cenobites, Justin Sports Card, LB Avenger 702, Mark Pearson, Mike Clitoris, Money Mendez, OG Fan, OMFG Rick, 16 Figure Focus, Paul Schreiber, Philip the Fool, S Beam, Sam Giss, Scarlord, SpongeBob SquareBall, Sunnyvale Rust, The Ben Thomas Show, Toy Mafia, Exodus, and Trevor. Also appreciate you supporting us. I got to get Trevor's name added to this as well. And you can become a channel member for $2.99 if you're in our Patreon, or if you're not in our Patreon, and 99 cents if you are. You get loyalty badges and custom chat emojis. We also have a TeePublic. You can get your An Ox We Trust shirt on tpublic.com/collectingweekly. Taking a look at the network, we have, is it a small talk week this week, Badfish, or is it a movie night? I know it's a small talk week. Movie night was last week.
That's right.
The Marco hosted, and appreciate that. We have After Dark tomorrow at 10:30. There is like a 30% chance I won't make it again tomorrow. It just depends. Victoria has a flight that lands at 10:30, but if it's late, then I can stay. Mind Flayer's Web, I believe we should be playing on Saturday, and movie night will be back this Friday, I believe. I'm not quite sure what movie they're doing just yet. Any shout outs that we would like to give?
I feel like I just have one. Oh, Badfish, shout out to you. You got to hang out with Chris. Shout out to Chris Porteous this weekend at a toy show. Are you just tall, or is Chris short?
We've met Chris. What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, we did meet Chris. I don't remember being short. So you're tall?
Am I tall? I don't know.
Inches and feet.
Who the fuck doesn't know they're tall?
I'm 6 foot.
Look at
6
this son
foot,
of a
6'1", I guess, on a good day. I'm 185 centimeters, which is 6'1", basically. I guess that's tall.
I'm 84 Timbits tall.
84 Timbits. Yeah, 6'1", basically. Yeah, I guess is that tall?
Everyone buying these claws, baby. Look at all these claws.
I was gonna say shout out to Chris as well. I had a great toy show too. I'll talk about it more on Small Talk, but
okay, you've said that before.
The fans don't know. Come on now. And then
the fans. Shout out to the fans.
Shout out to Ben Thomas. If I could be half the man he is, that's all I hope
too
for.
Much.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. Be above average. But yeah. That's about it. It was a great toy show. It was a lot of fun. But looking forward to the next one. Next ones are in a month, so I'm already preparing more stuff. So, yeah. Marco, any shout outs?
Wow. No. Fuck everybody. especially Eddie.
Wow.
Shout out,
What did Eddie
shout out
do?
to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Great conversation tonight. It was a good show.
Do I have any shout-outs that I want to give?
25K is a lot of pressure with a
lot of
shout
pressure,
out.
but pressure makes diamonds. That's what they say. I don't think so. Shout out to everyone that's downloading the Ox Bumblebees. Shout out to, actually, I do have a shout out. Shout out to Badfish and Mike and Abe, who were in the live stream for the I don't know what you call it, the semifinal. It was a bowl game. The CFP playoffs are really weird, but the bowl game and the finals of the championships for NCAA. It was funny.
I thought you were gonna quit mid game because you were gonna lose.
There was a thought.
You were so close.
There was a thought. I feel like when the game wants it to be close, it like forces it. It doesn't feel like Madden, where like in Madden when I've lost, I'm like, okay, yeah. Like it sometimes it just like improbable things happen. You're like, okay. A fumble,
I mean, the
an
interceptions you were throwing
then
were kind of your fault. But.
No, dude, the fucking field goal. Are you kidding me? And then the extra point. I was just like, why is the meter going so fast all of a sudden? It hasn't been like that all fucking season. Anyways,
The lights were too bright.
They were. Have you seen the game, Marco? You gotta watch it, bro. They were very fucking bright.
Haven't yet.
It was, might have been my worst game I ever played.
He's playing on Heisman. He's too busy.
Yeah, he's too busy playing. He's gotta read. He's gotta learn how to read defenses. Anyways, we love you guys, and yeah, I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Marco.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Badfish.
We'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Bye.